Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Today I'm reviewing the newest offering from Protocol. This is the Protocol Themis Lancero. Yet another Lancero, been several this year. Now, reviewed the Robusto version of this cigar last June in 2017, and it received a 91. And that was a pretty good rating at that time. This is a different animal because we're dealing with the Lancero. Now, just to remind you, this cigar uses an Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper and Nicaraguan binder and filler. It is 7.5 by 38, sort of typical Lancero ring gauge. The length is a bit longer. It's nice. These will have a suggested retail price of $10.50 and $105 for a box of 10. Made in the La Zona factory in Esteli under the supervision of Eric Espinoza. The newest offering from Protocol. Actually, there are two others which I'll get to a little later, but this is what I'll call one of the newest, the Protocol Themis Lancero. The cigar is very nice looking. The gold in the band looks like actual gold. They use a lot of extra time and effort and probably expense on that band, but it does look really nice. There's, you see the word Protocol there. And at the foot, you have a little gold cloth band, which we need to remove right now. And this is always interesting because you have to kind of inch it around until it slides off. And here it goes. All right, toss it away. There is your density. Kind of funny talking about a density of a Lancero. Very much just a large number 2 pencil. Okay, a pretty good draw. A little firm. I might try to loosen that up with the perfect draw. I'll see how it goes. That's pretty good. Worked it out. Well, right away, you have a very tangy, sweet, very, very much an orange citrus, very much orange citrus, with a lot of white chocolate. There's also brown sugar in the mix and quite a bit of cinnamon. Black pepper at a 7, almost 7.5, I would say, but we'll go with a 7. And there's a light black coffee base, but you don't really notice it. All you notice really and truly is that massive amount of sweet, tangy, juicy orange citrus. It's almost like an actual orange, and more sweetness of white chocolate. So that's how we start, which is not too bad. Well, we're at the end of the first third, maybe a little beyond that. Might have missed coming back on time, but flavors are just like they were when I started. This is, I got to be honest with you, I love this type of an orange citrus flavor. It is so juicy and sweet. I mean, it literally reminds you of eating an orange. The black pepper is so nice. On the finish right now is so nice. The finish is sort of Almost what I'd call a toasted cream with a little nutmeg, but there's quite a bit of lingering black pepper. And the front end flavors are so nice and sweet. And you've got a secondary sweetness from white chocolate, primary sweetness from the orange, citrus, um, nice amount of cinnamon, and brown sugar to add more sweetness. Medium bodied, leaning a little toward medium to full, which is a little surprising, but that's okay. These flavors are just right up my alley, and then you add that it's not a simple Connecticut wimpy cigar. It's medium, leaning toward medium to full. It's very good for this first third because I like those flavors so much, and that's what I'm judging. I'm going with a 94. Very sweet and nice and tasty. It is once again the Lanceros bring out the all the guns. So we're going along nicely here at the first third with the Themis Lancero at a 94 at this point. Well, we're at the end of the second third. I've removed the little secondary band that said Themis. Some changes. You can now get a little bit of nutmeg in there. The uh, brown sugar has sort of moved up a little bit. The juiciness of the orange has dropped just a tad, probably because of the entrance of the nutmeg, but it's still overall very sweet. It's a good mix. It works very good together. The pepper is very good. It's still at least a seven, probably closer to 7.5. Medium to full bodied. The finish is basically unchanged, but the cigar is still very sweet. You just have a little bit of jostling of flavors and the emergence of some nutmeg. Not unusual. It's a Nicaraguan cigar. I find that a lot of Nicaraguan cigars. But the mix is still very good. Uh, I'm going to hold the score. Even though some of the extreme sweet juiciness of the orange citrus went down, other flavors sort of propped it up. So you still got an excellent cigar here. Excellent cigar. I like the fact that it's a Connecticut with some power. So at the 2/3 point, that is where we are. Well, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. Here at the end, those coffee notes that were floating around, just doing their own thing at the bottom, really elevated, taking away quite a bit of the sweetness and definitely the tanginess of the orange citrus. The sweetness is still there. It's just you have a massive amount of coffee notes, and the nutmeg notes were there too, also to detract a little bit from the sweetness. The brown sugar, you really get it, and the cinnamon was still there also. The pepper was very good in this cigar, so that's a very big strong point. Finishes unchanged, medium to full body. Because of the lowering of the sweetness, I am going to drop the final third score to 93. Still good. So if you average it out, the 94, 94, and 93, you're going to get a 93.67. I'm going to round that off to a 94, and I believe this is a solid 94 scored cigar. It is very good. Very good. Oh, God. I could. I'm glad I have some more of these because I'm going to be going through these. These are tasty. Mm. If you like a lot of juicy orange citrus, literal orange, you're going to like this cigar. And it's got a little bit of power to go along with it. So there you have it, the new Protocol Themis Lancero 94.